Hi, this is Tracy with Esquire Wellness, and welcome to Mocktail Minute, the companion series to Sidebar Saturdays, my wellness podcast for attorneys by an attorney. So guess what? It's summer and it is strawberry time. Today we're going to do a strawberry thyme cooler mocktail. Now, some of the things that you're going to need for this, you'll need some water or some soda water, simple syrup, some lemon for lemon juice, 4 strawberries that have been quartered and hulled, and some thyme. And this week I actually have some lemon thyme, so this will coordinate well with already adding lemon juice to the mixer. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to muddle your strawberries. Now, if you listen to my mocktail series, Stocking Your Mocktail Bar, I told you that you will need a muddler. So absolutely have a muddler because we're constantly muddling fruit here. And the first thing you're going to want to do, muddle your strawberries and some thyme. And it just takes a couple of seconds to do that. If you get a little bit of arm work going on, it takes just a couple of seconds to muddle it down. If you don't want to muddle, you can always add this to a mixer and puree it. But it's actually kind of good to muddle, especially when you're muddling with herbs. If you're muddling with mint or any kind of fruit, it helps to open up the flavor of the herbs. And so that's always good. Plus, it'll give you a little bit more of a juice, but kind of a little whole pieces of fruit. So that's always good. So after you've muddled this up a little bit, then you're going to add your lemon and you're going to add some simple syrup. Now this recipe, it calls for 1 floral ounce of simple syrup. And like I said before, if you want, you can always, instead of having simple syrup, if you have sugar, you can just do 1 part sugar, 1 part water, put it on the oven, let it simmer until it thickens, and then add it to a mason jar. But I'm just going to use some regular simple syrup. I already have some. So this calls for 1 ounce of simple syrup. And if you don't like that much sweetness, you can always add a little bit less. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to add just a little bit less simple syrup. And then we're going to add some lemon. In this recipe, it calls for 2 floral ounces, which is basically 1/4 cup, so I have a measurer. This is always good to have too, a juicer, because it will catch the seeds when you're making your juice. So that makes it great. You don't have to dig seeds out of your mix before you throw it in your mixer. Again, all kinds of arm work done out today between muddling and squeezing for juices. And then we're gonna shake it up here in a minute. So then you're gonna add that to your mix. And then you're just gonna wanna add some ice cubes. Ice cubes will help cool everything down. It'll water it down a little bit as you're shaking it. And then you're going to also want to add some ice cubes to your drink. And I thought I like a tall glass. This is a nice little glass if you're going to have a refreshing mocktail. So I always like to have a glass like this because you can add some garnish to it, so that's always a good thing. So now we're going to get some more arm work in. Just going to shake it up. Don't forget to hold the top of the cocktail shaker. I'm sure everyone knows that. And then I hate this when it happens. Sometimes it gets caught on the top. So what we'll do is we will just pour this in. This is fine because you want some of that fruit anyway. You can add a little bit of the strawberries and some fruit. That's great to have garnish anyway. It never fails. The top of this, it gets so cold that it never wants to come off. But that's okay. And so then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to top this off with, you can use water, or with me, I'm going to use soda water. I always like soda water. I think it gives everything a little bit more of a spritz. So usually if anything calls for water, I will use soda water. So you're just gonna wanna top that off a little bit. You're gonna wanna save a little bit of room for your garnish. I personally like to always make just any kind of pretty drink, a pretty mocktail, you know, just something pretty and I guess Instagram worthy. And then what you'll want to do is you can take some more thyme and you can add it to your drink. And then I love these little things. This always makes something so, you know, something pretty just to add a little bit more to it just to make your drink pretty. And there we go. We have a strawberry thyme cooler. So I hope that you will make this and enjoy it, and let me know what you think about it. And I will be on next week for another mocktail recipe. Don't forget to tune in to Sidebar Saturdays. It's available on Spotify, Anchor, and many other podcasts where we talk about attorney wellness. And enjoy. Cheers.